Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shazigana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it.
That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it.
Fa check it, check it.
For check it, for check it, check it, check it.
Green select glucometer.
For check it, for check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level for check it, for check it, check it, check it. For check it, for check it, check it, check it.
Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, when we come back from our rooms like this, then you should know that we have a business here. Reason we are seated in another room. This is a room of talking. The other room, we sleep. Here, when we come here, we talk. So we are here to talk. Agree with us, disagree with us, and in any ways, we are okay with that. You can also share your opinions based on the stories that are going down here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm here once again with the usual suspects, Roland Amate from Shaxi. And remember, Shaxi is still in their 3rd-year anniversary celebration. From Roland Report, which is on YouTube, and showbizchannelj.com. And again, he also represents Shatta Movement Empire. For information, Intimdo Solomon is at the extreme end. You can simply call him Chebo, and Chebo represents here at Flex Entertainment Limited, as well as Intidosu Digital Solutions, where they sort you out when it comes to management, online, promotion, and more. My name is Sammy Flex with my team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, who is doing the camera for us, and Buju Lens, who is the editor of this platform. In case you are joining us here for the first time, this show is called Showbiz Daily, and we come your way every evening. We sit like this in a group and we discuss. We talk about issues happening in our showbiz space, and I welcome you to be a part of it. Now, number one, I want us to start our first topic from Nigeria. Yeah, my people. Sometimes I miss them too. When I go a long time and I'm not hearing from them, I go like, oh, all my people are alive or they are dead. Yeah. So that I just have to prick them to see, okay, they are alive. But this is a very sensitive issue, and it's even happening to us here in Ghana. Yes, it is happening to us here in Ghana. It is based on a post that movie producer Ruth Kadiri posted online. And I would want us to analyze whatever she is saying before we even start talking. Sometimes, when it comes to content and how numbers will be generated out of it, Chemo here, who is a YouTube expert, will tell you, Sammy Flex, that thing, nobody understands it. When you think, oh, I've built the studio, my lighting, bang, 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 oh, forget it. Right. Some guy will sit by a gutter. Gutter to gutter interview, sound, you go and he has all the numbers. Now, I'm sure this is what Ruth Kadiri has been. For her, I think she's okay online. Yes, for her, I think she's okay. She's very okay online because her movies online, they have been doing very well. Anytime I see her movies online, the numbers are good. But I'm sure something is happening, brewing in Nigeria, Nollywood, and I'm sure that is what she is talking about. Now, what is Ruth Kadiri saying? She's saying that, dear Nollywood actors, take the pressure off your shoulder. Any producer who requires 1 million views from you in one day has failed. Any producer who requires 1 million views from you in one day has failed. A good production requires more than your face. A good production requires more than your face. 1 million views is not a standard of success nor failure. So much you all don't know about YouTube. Don't let their ignorance rob you of your joy. Now, let me give you a little background to this. When it comes to movie production, and especially when it comes to delivering flyers or doing our graphic designing for promotions, we sometimes look for who has a marketable face. I remember those times in the movie industry, they was, oh, I call any face, as in this guy doesn't have a face. What it indirectly means is that, oh, when you put your face on a flyer or on a poster, you can't sell. I'm sure that problem is now not on sales, but on views. So they will come for you. You are going to star in this movie. We want you to be the face of the movie, and that when you put your face on the poster or flyer, we expect that the moment the movie comes out on YouTube, you have to get 1 million views. In a day. In a day. You have to get 1 million views in a day.
Yes.
I never thought about it like that from the beginning. In a day.
It's crazy.
Oh no, let me read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
Let me read it again. Maybe I think because my mind was 1 million. Dear Nollywood actors, take the pressure off your shoulder. Any producer who requires 1 million views from you in one day, has failed. A good production requires, Jamo, now the thing is making me angry.
It's humor.
Yeah. How do we answer this? You have been keeping more analytics on YouTube and how it works.
Yeah.
Tell me more. How do we help Ruth Kadiri to send this message across?
Yeah, I think she did it in the right way. Like just that coming from her, some people, especially the producers who are asking for such numbers, will not be happy with her. They will say that it's because you have made it. That's why you are doing that. I just checked her YouTube channel. She has, I think now over 2.6 million subscribers. That's what she has.
Far gone.
Okay, so for the past...
What's the name of her YouTube page for those who don't know?
Ruth Kadiri 247.
Okay.
It's verified. Ruth Kadiri 247. It's verified. So even if I take the months once out, from the last 3 weeks to date, the lowest of her views is 1.3 million views. The lowest. So about 3 weeks ago, it's 5.6 million.
Hey.
2 weeks ago, 3.5 million. 12 days ago, 1.3 million. And now 5 days ago, 2.2 million views. So for her, she's far gone. But I think she knows what it takes to get to where she is now. So she's just telling. And again,
she's been doing this business for some time.
Yes, it's not today that she's getting this.
Look at her subscribers, over 2 million subscribers.
Yes, even if you check her YouTube channel age. It started in 2014.
Wow.
Even if that's not the exact time that she started, we can guess that
the channel has been around for that long.
Yes, it will be around that time that she started, since 2014. So it's not a joke. You have to work hard. You have to do more. You have to do the right thing for you to get to that point. So if any producer will come to you and say that, okay, before I put you in a movie, or if you are not making 1 million in a day, you are not doing well. I don't know the word to use, but it's not anything that you have to listen to. It's rubbish. Let me use my word. It's not any good thing that you have to listen to. So I am with Ruth on this one.
Okay.
I think she's sending the right message. And I think she should add that it will take time for you to build the kind of audience that you want. The point is that you can't force people to watch you. So how do you tell somebody that you have to get 1 million views before I put you in a movie, or before I can pay you whatever that I need to pay you? I mean, it doesn't work like that. Like you said in the intro, sometimes you think that you have done all the right things, but
you've checked all
the boxes. But no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Those who are watching you, they know what they want, and when they want it,
they will come.
So sometimes it's even seasonal. They are at some point, no matter what you do, you will not get the views that you are looking for.
Fact.
And at some point too, it's so easy. So even if you are not doing it in the right way, you still get the views. And you have to monitor all those things. You have to know when to release, when you think that you are at your peak. So you have to give out like your all, give out the best that you have. Because at this season, this is where the thing is. This is where people are watching more, because for the festive season, they want to watch something. And if you have to be strategic and know what is going on, like what people are watching, and so that you feed them exactly what they want.
What is in vogue.
What is in vogue and all those things. So I think she's sending the right message, and those who are getting the pressures should listen to her.
Okay.
For those who are giving pressures there, I can't talk to them, because they will not listen. They need their 1 million views. So
At all costs.
That's all costs. So they will not listen. And again, as she said, if you really know how the YouTube system works, you will not put that pressure on anybody. Because you can get that 1 million views, but you will not get any money, or you will not get the revenue that you think a 1 million views will bring you.
Okay.
Yes, you can get that 1 million views, but you may not even get the revenue that you think it should be associated with. So do it right and hope for the best.
Okay.
That's the best message that you can give anybody. Do it right, do the right things,
and hope
whatever is happening, try get the knowledge of it, or consult those who can advise you well. Put it there and hope for the best. But if you insist that this is what I want and I will get it, yes, you can easily get 1 million views, but you will not get the revenue attached to it. If in fact, if it is so easy to get it, then the rich people would have been the main people controlling it. Yes, because they can pay and get their money back, and even get the reward that they are looking for. So it doesn't work like that. For me, I will go with Ruth, that build your online presence, do the right things, and hope for the best. With time, you may get there.
Well, she said something. She said to get 1 million views in a day is not just the work of the person who is on the screen or on the poster.
Yes.
It comes with the kind of production that is there as well.
Yes.
And I believe this is where many people who may be chastising her wouldn't pay attention to.
No.
That she did not say it is impossible. Let me put it that way. She's not saying it is not possible. It is possible, but then how you go about it is a point to study.
Yeah.
Ruth, come through. You shared this with us earlier this morning.
Yeah. You know, when I saw it, you know, when people are successful in in a certain field, obviously there are some people at the back who think there are some shortcuts to that particular success. And that is what she's actually pointing out to. You know, in recent times, there's been that craze for it, especially in Nigeria. Now, about 50% of their movie industry is being done on YouTube. And that is the new trend now. It is not a problem if it is the trend and everybody would want to jump on it. But then, like you said, gone were the days when, with the sales of movies, people want to tell you, okay, this guy's face can sell. Especially when you put them on the posters, on the CDs or whatever, it can sell. Now it has turned to YouTube, like views online, and it is the same thing. People actually think it is now even breeding monopoly in their systems to some extent, where people think that it is just a few set of people that can even make the producer, your movie sell, and that is what is breeding that particular monopoly. So now there are just some few set of artists that are actually benefiting. And they are the ones that are even cashing out the more. Leaving the others, especially the upcoming ones, also not being treated right. And people will bring that excuse of, your face cannot give me 1 million views
in a day. You can't sell, you are not marketable.
You are not marketable. Or you cannot give me... No, even if they tell you are not marketable, so at least that one is a little comforting for you to know that, oh, at least at this point, my brand is not that huge to get that level of appeal. But they will tell you, you cannot give me 1 million views in a day. That is what they will tell you. Forgetting that it takes a lot even for you to get organic 1 million, like proper one that will give you the required returns associated with it. Even the content, how you produce, the kind of movie you produce, the kind of stories you tell, the kind of content you even produce will determine whether people would even return to your channel. Because sometimes, yes, you may put a new movie on the channel and people will come and view it, not because of that particular movie, but perhaps because of a certain movie that they watched which got them interested in your channel.
Suggested videos.
Yes. And these are returning viewers. These are people who are returning to your channel hoping that they will have another interesting content to view. To see or something. And people may not pay attention to that. So in that sense, people like Ruth, even though they are successful and are far gone, will also be suffering at certain point. Because people will think they have rather hijacked those people and are playing with them. And the people are not paying attention to the upcoming producers as well, because now the upcoming producers will also be crying because the people whose quote and unquote face are marketable are also calling them certain prices that they cannot even afford. They cannot afford. I know this man, Papa lawyer, he come from anything. Kanayo will also come and add his voice to this.
Supporting who?
Supporting who? I'm sure he will be supporting Ruth. Because he's also now a movie producer, and I'm sure he also goes through some of these experiences. Recently, he came to share his experience where people were giving him time. People were giving him time even when he wanted to cast them. Like he cast somebody and the person will tell you, I'm coming at 2 to 4 p.m. If by that time you are not ready, I'm gone. And your money goes him. Meanwhile, to him, he's booked the person for 24 hours.
The person don't have time.
Charlie, because the person is moving to another set. And in a day, just like Akabeleza and his people, they can go about 5 or 6 sets in a day. And it is the business of the day, so you can't fault them.
You have to maximize all the profit around.
Of course. So for that, I know where Ruth is coming from. And in fact, even when some people will think for her, she is not like even attached to this particular problem because she is far gone. She will still be feeling it because if the people down there begin to cry and they want people to blame, they will blame the likes of her. That they are the ones that have created that particular perception. Because when you go on her channel, 2.2 million views, 1.5 million views. So if Ruth is getting 1.5 million views in a day, why can't I get some? Ruth is using Chemo, Tio, and Sammy Flex as her cast in this particular movie. I'm also going to cast Chemo, Tio,
or even maybe some people higher than.
Exactly. Yet I'm not getting that 1 million views. Meanwhile, I'm paying the same amount in terms of payment. I'm paying the same amount in the same cost. and I'm not getting that 1 million, there's something wrong. And that is where Ruth is also trying to tell them that, Charlie, if you are seeing 2.2 million in one day, 1.5 million in one day, it is not just about the people you cast. If the people you cast good people or very marketable people, yet the story is not one that people will like, you will still not sell that much. So for her, I really support her.
Well, to Ruth Kadiri, what you have to do is to concentrate on what you are doing. Sometimes people don't want free information. Maybe they want to come and pay before you share it with them. Because the lady is trying to give free information, and I know she will still get attacked even for saying what she has said. So if I were you, I would just shut up. Now, if you are able to call me that, how am I able to get my numbers running? Then I'll tell you to pay consultation fee. After paying consultation fee, then we think about you. Well, for information, today your people called GMS, so they are saying I should tell you guys they are waiting. You guys should be on standby for them very, very soon. Now, in another news, right after our elections, we have realized that some top celebrities in Ghana's entertainment industry, they have been elected into office as parliamentary officers for their various constituencies. Ebi Bright is one of them, John Dumelo is one of them, A Plus is one of them, Baba Sadiq is one of them. I think Jifa, I forgot Gomashi. I hear she has also won. Of course, she's also an actress, so she will definitely fall under that umbrella. Now, why am I bringing this topic? I'm bringing this topic because John Dumelo has a point about this. Now, John Dumelo is a known filmmaker in Ghana, multi-award-winning filmmaker in Ghana. And during an interview on Hits FM, he was asked that, John, we know you to be an entertainment person, an actor for that matter. Therefore, when we see you looking for such positions, some people wonder, now, an entertainment person there, what are you going to do as well? We make laws where to them serious people are seated, talking serious things, and you are there as an actor, you are there as a musician, you are there as a producer or manager of an artist, and that is where you are. No, you don't fit here. Let's leave it for the other guys. And I hear John Dumelo is not happy with that assumption to even start with. That, if indeed he is at that position, then it means he's qualified to be there. He is ready to sacrifice, to make sure his people, the people he's representing, they are okay. So why are you making it look like, an entertainment person? John Dumelo is not happy. This interview happened on Hits FM. We can watch an excerpt of it, and when I come back, I'll pick views from my people on this, whether they agree with John Dumelo or maybe John Dumelo is becoming overly sensitive, especially after getting the position. Watch this. I'll be right back.
Your congratulations, John.
Thank you so much, sir.
Honorable, eh?
Right, honorable.
I have two questions, and the first one is, so you've been in entertainment, and obviously comes with this particular, some people place you in a box, entertainer. What do you have to do with leading the country in terms of, taking on the political appointments or, providing service to the people in that particular capacity? So let me ask, how did you break that particular mold or box to make the people think that you are not limited by the fact that you are an entertainer?
When people make such statements, you are not making that statement, but a lot of people make that statement. I see it as a little bit disrespectful because you have lawyers, you have doctors, you have businessmen in parliament. At the point in time, we even had hairdressers in parliament. But it's about representing your people. It's not about your occupation or what you do, your career shouldn't define you or shouldn't put you in a certain box. It's about how well you represent the people. And so the funny thing is, people say, now we're so trusting your career or parliament, so we entertain your career or parliament. But the same politicians are the same people who will come to entertainers to endorse them during political seasons and political campaigns because they know how powerful entertainers can be. And so for me, that stigma is just one of those things that when people say it, I just laugh about it. But all in all, it's for us to be in parliament and succeed and represent the people well.
This is Hits.
Anyway, so that was John DeMello responding to questions on the phone via Daybreak Hits and the Dusty and his people. Robert Clark, Kwame Dazi, Eden Mason, Chotome, and the rest of the squad today. Let me come back home. Ro, John is not happy. And do you agree with him why he's not happy?
Yeah, to some extent, I agree, but not fully. Because when some of these conversations pop up, of course, we would need to tackle it from the pros and cons angle.
Okay.
Yes, to some extent, I will agree with him that it sometimes sounds very disrespectful when people make such statements. Because most of the time, when people make such statements, it is not coming from a place. A good place.
Yeah.
Sometimes even from an ignorant place, and that is what makes it more disrespectful. Because if the person saying, "Oh, you are an entertainer," therefore would want to paint that picture. If the person has some level of knowledge about what you do and how important it is, you would not take it seriously. If in fact it will not be offensive. But if the person says, "Oh, na semo de mu diagro." Now,
those kind of words.
Then you know this particular. Exactly. Then you know this particular statement is coming from an ignorant place. Therefore, it will sound very, very offensive. And for that, I agree with him, because if you check the things that we do as creative people, as much as some people may not regard it, it is equally as important as any other discipline in the world.
Yeah.
And even when you check in terms of even the kind of returns that we bring, yes, it is this part of the world that sometimes we may not see its importance or we may not regard it. But in other words, in other words, the kind of value that it brings is something that you cannot overlook. It is the backbone of certain economy. And here we may not regard it. That notwithstanding, it is not as if any dropout or anybody can be in this space.
Okay.
As it is being perceived or as people have in their minds. So when some of these conversations come, of course, the likes of Dumelo and other people who would also want to be in that particular environment will take offense to it, because these are people who are very knowledgeable. These are people who know what they are about. And given the chance, they can represent their people very well. And like you said, it is about representing your people. And if you are able to do it well, that is why sometimes people would even want to disregard school knowledge and tell you that, yes, sometimes the person may not be our school crowd, but in terms of home sense and how to apply certain things to make people's life comfortable, if the person can do it, why not give him the chance for them to do it? That is why people even campaign for the likes of the late Ekweadonko and her likes to also be part even of the competition. Because when you check whatever they are doing, they are successful in their field.
Exactly.
And if those kind of ideas can be applied in making the lives of the people comfortable, why not? They equally stand a chance. But on the other hand, I think that sometimes we also share part of the blame.
We, the people in the creative space.
Exactly.
How do we do that?
How we also interpret the kind of things we do to the people of the outside world. Me, I always say that one politicians, and especially people in that environment, so many of them do not understand what we do. And in that sense, it is very difficult for them to even place value on us.
Okay.
You understand? So sometimes how we relate to them determines whether they will...
But how do we relate to them? We are doing our thing. It's like I'm a musician and I'm supposed to meet a businessman or a politician. The fact that I'm supposed to meet you does not mean I don't have to put on my blinks. I don't have to put on my tattered jeans. You are putting on suit and tie. I am a musician. This is my thing. I'll come and meet you like that. I don't know how you would want me to meet you.
It is not about what you wear.
No, I'm just using as one example of because of how you said, because how we relate. So
in that relation, what I mean is how we deal with them, even on business tables. Because if a politician or somebody from that aspect would want to have a conversation with you, and it has to do with business, what they will tell you is the kind of investment you are supposed to make and the returns you get.
Okay.
When we are having conversations with them, how transparent are we on that side of the conversation? Oh, who invested, say, in my music, you are likely to get this level of return. And Nkofo saying na yes in the space. Bisobia say, oh, go and ask the Minister of Agriculture to give you data of the sector, no? The kind of investments they make and the returns. And he has it for you. From the Ministry of Creative Arts and Tourism. Catching the so amount data. No, we are catching so explaining our data and if you catch a musician union of Ghana, you can say, oh, okay, in the year under review, what amount of money na muti invest in music? What level of investment was made in music and what was the returns? So in that sense, they will only see the entertainment side of it. That is why when the likes of Shatta, Wale, Mobabeka say, oh, I got this amount of money in music. Whenever I go to my YouTube, I am able to get $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000. Because at the end of the day, it will give them a certain perception that, okay, if the musician, even single-handedly, or non managing idea, $50,000, $100,000 per annum, in this part of the crafter, then it means that whenever I am able to have the opportunity to even sit with him, then I can see he can business. Yes, I know there are figures to it, and I said numbers be all. But in the case where, okay, your friend Chemo, show no, and I when I go on investment, I said, oh, I want to keep it. It's private. It's private.
Oh, can the sacras and carbe
what is it?
Because you That's
why I had 10 years.
We are doing it for the love.
For the love. That's why I had 10 years.
Okay,
and it is not saying any papa person account. So in that sense, they will see us as, oh, okay, and yeah, per se DJ the month from around on my board. And on the day when IGP are free meeting, people have gathered. Come and tell us some of the challenges you guys are facing in your industry. Then you come and tell me, say, in that sense, you see the kind of how we relate with them. It's a okay, even if there is a certain value, we crowd money back to yes. Yes, to some extent, we have people who are very knowledgeable in this space. In fact, the kind of things we do as creative people.
Thank you.
And in that sense, it is so people can say, "Moye just entertainers." It sometimes feels disrespectful, but I thought they mean so. Yeah, you to be painting a picture natural. It's maybe one mom some tinika as a natural.
Let's move on to Chemo. Let's go and ask his opinion on John DeMello's point that calling or referring to him as an entertainer in his current position to him is very, very disrespectful. Yes, Chemo.
Yeah, it's what he's saying that there are so many angles that we can pick from.
Okay.
From the point of it being disrespectful, yes, I agree. Sometimes people say it and you get that feeling, and even sometimes you, but it is not only in entertainment.
Okay,
it's not only in entertainment. I remember before you discovered me. For me, I think you can say you discovered me. Someone told me, I think Tilia Kwenipa.
Okay.
One day your office owner say, "Eh, what do you name the computer and go use you?" Because at the time Obabe Humino na menye panelists mente ho nka hwe de onima ne say me ba me computer ni ma ha kire ho nkwa na me
ye bon kobo
and wa form the opinion say the guy can't talk, he's just a computer guy, he will just be punching his computer. And some of them no, the commentary now about entertainers, I think it's in that direction. They have seen you doing some singing, performing. That's what they know you for.
Okay.
So if they meet you in a certain environment and you are talking politics, you are talking about other things, they get surprised and go like, now so then can you now to And I said, oh, the movies now you. Some of them it comes from that angle.
Okay.
That's what some people say, the ignorant point of view,
yeah.
no, and or they because you don't know much about the person, and you have formed an opinion based on what you have seen, and all. And there's other side where people say that just to intimidate you, because they don't agree, because they are coming from an angle that they think it will look bad on them if you know more than what they know.
Okay.
They've been known to be politicians. They've been known to be talking about political issues. We know you for a
screen stage.
Yes. And then you are saying things that seems or sounds better than a known politician. No, they won't just take it. So now they want to intimidate you by saying, politics. They say those things to intimidate you. And it's not only in that area, even in academics or in other professions, they do that. When you are making a good point, that will make them look bad. They will say that you could say lawyers for the tires are the or else now work or law school. Meanwhile, law is supposed to be a common sense thing. The technicalities bit only comes in when we are in the courtroom. So we will have some people who have never stepped foot in law school or been in a courtroom, but they can do better argument than lawyers.
Yeah.
But for the lawyers, they won't take it. So they will say, oh, work or law school now, you can't law somehow. But some of us, we can argue better than lawyers.
Exactly.
So for me, I think apart from those coming from the ignorant point of view, some also do that just to intimidate you for knowing more than they do, or for knowing more than them when they feel that
more than they thought
thought you know. Yes, so they try to find a way to intimidate you.
Okay.
And then again, the third part will be what Roland said. Some people also not represent as well. The entertainers, they will say certain things and will give an impression that more entertainment in the moon.
Bunch of jokers.
Yes. So we have people who are also representing us in that direction, and for them, they will give an impression that will make some people say that we are entertainers there, we can't rely on them for anything good. So Don Dumelo may have a point, but it should be segmented, or we should put it in a perspective based on the person who is saying it and how he's saying it. Okay. Because some people may be coming from that ignorant point of view. They just know you for acting or for music. So if you are saying things that they feel that no, maybe you are not in a position to say it, they will say it in that direction. And some people also just to intimidate you. We have seen that in many aspects. Even on our channel here, sometimes you will talk about something and people will come under the comments, you don't know what you are talking about, you have not lived outside before, you don't know how people experience what. Yes, they do that. They don't, they can't assume that we live here, but we may know even more than them living there. It happens all the time, but people don't just accept it. So, no need to Ghana, they don't accept it, but that's the reality. Sometimes we know more than them because we follow the stories, we do research, we read about stuff and all those things. So for me, I think he has a point, but we should put it in a perspective based on who is talking and how the person is saying whatever that he's saying.
So he has every right not to be happy. But he thinks it is disrespectful.
Yeah, of course. I think for that one, I'll give it to him because he has experienced it in that
several
way.
Times, yeah.
Yes, he has experienced it in that way.
The last election,
yes, and they will, and they will use it against him in that sense. So if he's saying that, I know the angle that he's coming from.
He even said it to his face.
Yes, just that we are coming from an angle that we know. Sometimes people think that you have not been to school, so they will disrespect you. Later for them to find out that say school so that's it.
Well, interesting. So John Dumelo, we are sorry, and this is why you have to come and prove them wrong.
Yeah.
In fact, do it in a way that it will affect all of us.
Of course.
Because when you guys achieve with your positions, when next time they hear Sammy Flex is also competing or contesting for the Nkoko MP, they understand that, hey, these guys, they are hard. Like Baba Sadiq has won. In the next 8 years, if you guys see my poster, Sammy Flex as MP for Nkoko, you guys would understand.
I don't know what
We know what we are doing. Relax. We know what we are doing. Well, let's move on to another topic. A little slippery though, but we will still tackle it with all the intelligence within us. JMX is still calling. They are calling. Phones are calling. Yeah. This is it. We all know how Baba Sadiq's campaign with musicians in the industry started, where one of the shows that he was supposed to play to actually stamp his authority that I'm connected here and I'm connected there became a trouble. A trouble in the sense that Stonebwoy, they were having conversations with him to come and play. Stonebwoy is doing back and forth. Later, they called Shatta Wale, and Shatta Wale said, no problem, let's do it. In the process, Stonebwoy and his team felt that, no, we don't want to be a part of this because, one, we even feel it is a political platform and therefore we don't want to be a part of it. On the stage, when Shatta Wale performed, Chemo's advice was not taken. Threw some samples left, right, and center. Physically Challenged Association, they were attacked by some of the bullets and that problem was solved. Fast forward, today, Baba Sadiq has won that seat that some time ago, someone like Stonebwoy said, oh, it was political and blah, 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 blah. Therefore, he decided to go out of it. Today, Baba Sadiq has won. Baba Sadiq definitely, no matter what, will be a part of everything creative art in the NDC. Take it or leave it. In fact, whether he's given a position or not, when they have to discuss anything creative art, they will surely call Baba Sadiq for his direction. If you are Baba Sadiq, I want us to have this conversation very deep. When it comes to conversations, knowing those who supported you and those who did not support you, should you also be emotional in dealing with who gets what, who mounts which stage, or do it right? Who deserves it? Give it to him or her. Jabo, this, I know this is slippery.
Yeah, very slippery.
Yes, because I want us to handle it the way it should be seen.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was looking for power. Like, come and help me. You said, no. There's a political platform, so you don't want to come. And I'm not saying this from my Stonebwoy later said that in an interview. And even out of that, there were other issues with Baba Sadiq and his wife, but there are so many problems. Let them all rest. Finally, thanks be to God, to Baba Sadiq, he has the power. And like I'm saying, there will be some tables that he will be needed on. And such tables will also need all the people around. If you go online, there are so many people who said, hey, in the industry, the only person who really was out there supporting Baba Sadiq was Shatta Wale. And that has been the conversation. Now, when it comes to decision making, should he also be emotional about, okay, he was there for me, he wasn't there for me, to decide, or he should put all those things aside and handle it professionally and maybe objectively? Chamo, advice?
Yeah, I think he should do it with all the objectivities in him. Okay. But the point is, if like the people that you are considering, they are at par or they have the same requirement that you need, then you go for the person who helped you. That's the thing. Where I would disagree or I may not support him is when you are giving it to an unqualified person because that person supported you. That one, you are just preparing to also lose.
Fail.
Yes, to fail. That is it. But if you are just looking for somebody and you think that the person who helped you has all the requirements or qualified to have it, then why not? You have to give those who helped you. Don't forget about those who didn't, or who at a point try to play games with you and all those things. So for me, I think it will not be difficult for him to decide in that direction.
Okay.
The people who helped you, if they qualify, you give it to them.
Okay.
Some people may not help you or didn't help you, but at a point there are certain things that they are the people that it's so obvious that they qualify for it.
Okay.
That one you can't just twist it. You have to give it to them. Just that you explain it to those who helped you that this is the reason why this person is getting it. It's because of other factors, not because I just want to please the other faction or anything like that. So for me, I think it will not be that difficult for him, especially when you have people that it will be easy to choose. Like people will agree for you to choose them. So if they are those who helped you, why not? I mean, yenim de Shatta Wale to me.
Yeah.
And this oh baby busho ne pe artist abi busho na Shatta Wale boa na Shatta wo also why bim na akofan. I mean, no de okra
no fa onye
boni bia okra
person deserves the slot.
Because enka Shatta amwa okra na ebe din say obetwa no ho akọ. And this time around you are lucky say waboa. It's so easy for you at this time. So for me I would advise him to just give it to people who helped him but qualifies to get that.
So let me give you one background. We know Shatta Wale and his relationship with some people who were in such positions under the NPP government.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention anybody's name,
Yes,
but at least I know when we close our eyes. There are some people we can mention. There are some platforms that some of us, we knew Shatta Wale was supposed to be part of it. But for some reasons, he was sidelined.
Yes, exactly.
In fact, one of them I would mention the Global Citizen platform. When they come, they don't play with children for that stage. They play with the big goons.
Yeah.
And you can't go #1 without Shatta Wale in Ghana.
Yes.
And from time to time, some of those places, they were sidelining him. Obviously, someone was taking such decisions.
Yeah.
I remember there was such a meeting like that, and one security guy was part, they were going to handle security. And they said during the meeting, when Shatta Wale's name came up, one of such persons, no, Shatta, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And once again, it was silent.
Yes.
It is reason I'm asking this Baba Sadiq and those who did not support him and kind of stuff.
I'm saying that this will be easy for Baba Sadiq because choosing Shatta Wale will not say qualify you and like it will rather the opposite. You see, the Global Citizens and others now choosing. People were asking, why? Why are you ignoring Shatta Wale if indeed you want the best from the country? And they are not only there. But like people will question you. People will now begin to assign motives to your decisions and all those things. Yes, but this time around, nipa na will be choosing no. Amount for expectation
Okay.
So it will not be a difficult.
I get what you mean.
Yes, it will not be a difficult.
Even if you bring him again and again, nobody can even complain.
Not at all
because he's fit.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I'm cautioning him there. For those who may not qualify, you have to be careful if you want to give them such deals or such favors, because people will start questioning you and why you are giving them that favor, and sometimes you need to avoid those things.
Yeah.
Yes. But for those who qualifies already, or more qualify, you say akwa we do bet me aye adwuma
na candidates.
Na ye de amana o nanga o mfama no mfama like people can be bold and say that now mfama. So I think especially with Shatta Wale there anyhow and then bibia o mfa ne din shim adore him
avoid the favor
favor papa engine and the sadness because senka amfa honzo ne fa ba bi nzo anka honzo ka trouble and you know and they sad and they do it. We know that they do it sometimes when it's about recommendations and people asking for I know the politics baby. And when you have the right people on your side, it's easy for you to decide. So I think Baba Sadiq, he will be cool to do it.
Okay. Ruth, close the show for us.
Emodu.
Yeah, emodu pa. Emodu pa.
That is why when people say, "Oh, I'm neutral," Sakasane rough. Yes. No, you see, there's nothing wrong with you belonging to a side, but you see, being objective to the situation is what is the most important thing. You can be neutral and not be objective. You will still not help matters. But when you are not neutral and you are objective to the situation, that is more important. So yes, the person may have a good relationship probably with Shatta. And you see, aside the fact that the person even qualifies for the job, your relationship may also give you a good deal.
True.
It is there.
True.
Your relationship may also give you a good deal. So as you may say, oh, Yamao, $500,000, say compare artist bra. When you say, oh, Shatta, normally, say coming in this relationship now, I'm a friend and go bomb $300,000. But with my relationship, I can go for $100,000, and he will come and play for me. And at the end of the day,
can cut some cool deal with him.
Exactly. Meaning now a business. So yes, sometimes people may want to tackle this from emotional point and say what, and say, oh, because he has a relationship. It is not only based on the relationship, but even on the business, it is another good conversation for those people as well.
Okay.
That is how come. But on the other side, when people would want to also be emotional and say, okay, when I was looking for the opportunity, you did not help me. So when some of these opportunities come, I may not also want to give it to you. Of course, I always say, when you are the receiving end,
it hits different.
It hits different. It's very, very painful. It's very, very painful. The person's reason will decide, and the conditions around will decide whether the person's reason is legit or that particular decision is legit or not. Because I know, say Baba Sadiq, aside the fact that, okay, he's human and he can get emotional, his level of objectivity is also one that you cannot also downplay.
Yeah. Because
see, let's not joke with it. The relationship that we are talking about, him and Shatta, it's not as if they've not fought. It is in the public domain. These are people who have exchanged
They've had their disagreements.
They've had their disagreement on different level.
Yeah.
So they know each other. They know how the game is played. And these two people understand when something is for them and when something is supposed to go to another person. And see, I am not saying that in that sense, even when somebody did not help Baba Sadiq and tomorrow there's an opportunity for some people to come and work. Even he's supposed to bring people from the creative sector. And he brings somebody and not Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale will have a problem with him. Because see, we were here when Shatta had a call, or his team had a call that, oh, we are putting you on the show. We know you have your differences with Annie Dusty. He's also the producer of this show. We've made him the producer of this show. How cool are you with it? He said, we are doing business. Let's do it.
Fact.
Say emotions override that particular decision, and it will be like, okay, any member and I'm from these situations we know. So in that sense, and I know, say at this point, I don't want us to burden these people, the likes of Baba Sadiq, Mujon Dumelo, with our communities. Whatever they want to do for the creative art industry, they will do it. But you see, let's also understand that their first responsibility is to the people.
Yes.
It's to the people they are representing. And that people, there are two people here in the constituency, any in the creative art side. And you can't choose first. It is the constituency first.
Yeah.
Because everyone didn't have what's in parliament. You understand? So in that sense, let's also give them that briefing space. My begging almost say, Chinchine time, be near was the buy first. No. So if in 7 the constituency, on him say, okay, me the Shatta Wale bar and a project will be attractive. I bet in here. Why not?
Let's do it.
Let's respect them for that decision and say, okay, the person took a decision, an objective decision just to help the people. And at the end of the day, the ends that will justify it. Results na the bad. And they may determine whether the decision was a good decision or not.
Bad. Yeah.
But once you take a decision immediately, I don't know where. At the end of the day, we are jumping ahead of the gun crack. It's more space. And I know, say yes, aside everything, these people are business people, and at every point in time, they know how to be objective to situations, regardless of their affiliations. We are in this country. Baba Sadiq has supported Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
He has supported so many artists.
Yeah.
Some of them have been grateful to him. Some of them have been ungrateful.
Yeah.
Even before Sasho na Shatta Koyena or Okobunko to Deko campaigning man on stage and all of that.
Yeah.
Even before that, they had their differences.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had their differences.
In fact, from Wilderland to other things.
You understand? So I know these two people when it comes to taking objective decisions, how they can just be selfless about it. So I just don't want us to burden them with I just want to respect them on that note and say that okay, if situations be background, Baba Sadiq and Fresh at Wale. I know they both would understand on that score. Say okay, I was a comma we. Because there's been instances where Shatta even knows people in the current government and people sat down and like you said, was a command cry if in the table so and then you know bit me and sometimes or the man for be now beside say I didn't know the mark me capture. But the real reason is there. You understand? If you understand you free in the table soon it's there. In that sense, let's just leave them. Whatever is supposed to come to people, it will definitely go to them.
Well, I know my people, they know how to handle the issues. Maybe you can also add how you think Baba Sadiq should handle the rest of such people. And again, whether you think he should play the game as dirty as it is, or he should be more polite in playing the game. On this note, I would want to say we draw down the curtains here on Showbiz Daily for the Tuesday's edition. Let me say thanks to my panel members, Roland Amate from Shaxi, Roland Report, Shatta Movement Empire, and ShowbizChannelJ.com. And in Team Dodi Solomon, aka Chamo, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, as well as in Tidosu Digital Solutions. And to Theophilus Digosh for handing our camera for us, Vigilance, editor stroke cook. I saw him cooking. Oh my world. Remember to download Shaxi's app on your phone so that you can also get that expensive and cool ride here in Ghana. And when I'm talking about expensive, I'm not talking about the one that you are paid high. That comfort. Yeah. You can just do that today and enjoy. Shaxi is 3 years old. Congratulations to Team Shaxi. We pray that you guys will be 10 years old in Ghana. I see you when I see you. Subscribe to us and let's read your commentaries. I salute you. We're out of here. Bye-bye.